Okay. That should be live. People, let me know how the audio is. Okay. That should be live. Sounds okay to me. But I had some more tinkering again. We got the microphone fixed last stream, but I had to undo all the quality of life changes I did. So I added a couple more of those back, and we'll see if it kills the mic. But I upped the noise gate so you guys don't hear me clicking as much. I hate that. When I listen back to portions of my stream when someone links me something and I hear my own clicking and typing, it pisses me off. So I imagine there's some people out there who don't like it. Let's try to raise the noise gate, make that a little less loud. Greatbook Gretchen said CA fixed bugs content creators have reported. Nice. Nice. I am stalling slightly to let people gather. Because when I do these streams, it's not people's fault, because it's just how the world works, but it is annoying when like people come in and ask me to restart pretty much, where they're like, how far in are we? Did you see the first change in the patch? I'm like, yes, I did. What was it? I'm not gonna do it. Or like, you know, did Beastman get any fixes? And it's all alphabetical and we're on like Skaven. And I'm like, I'm not gonna go back to fucking B. So we'll just let some people gather. For context, I haven't looked at the patches notes yet at all. I know what I know from just playing on beta, but that's like trial and error, so this will be interesting to see what everything is actually listed out. I didn't even know these patch notes are coming out today. My Discord got all up in arms and started pinging me. And I was like, what? What's going on? I was just playing some Dark Souls after breakfast, and then didn't plan on doing a stream today, because I have 2 streams planned tomorrow, stream planned Friday, stream planned Saturday and Sunday, so I was just gonna fucking vibe today, but okay. Alright, guess we're doing this. That's fine. Sandbagging worse than Empire Rifleman fighting Nurgle. Alright, we stalled for long enough. Patch 4.0, let's go, let's do it. I am mostly land battle multiplayer focused. So if there's campaign changes, I'll probably gloss over them super briefly. Highlights. All the content you know is already coming out is coming out. 32 new achievements. Hooray! Skip, skip, skip. Skip, skip, skip. Release Spotlight, the DLC, which you all know about, so skip. Echoed Hellbrass. The single target self-healing Hero of Tzeentch that's rather spency. Okay. Your legendary landmarks. These are always fun, but I'm not going to go through each of them, but it's cool. I always like more legendary stuff. Stability performance. Fix some crashes, which is good. I got a text. What's it about? Is it important right now? Hold on. Is it important right now? Stop. Doing it. Alright, it was Grace. It was not important, though. Okay, so crash is good fix. Gameplay. Okay, none of that matters to me. Unit tier icons, I don't give a single shit. Rules and systems. Fix the unit caps for regiments around units introduced in 3.1.0. I don't know what that even means. Skip. AI rules and logic. Okay, I'm mildly interested in this. Fix an issue. Prevented AI defending armies from using all available funds. Okay, fix an issue in settlement battles. Don't care. AI Brittonia will no longer fail to unlock vows. Don't care. Don't care. Damn it! What I wanted from the AI rules and behavior and stuff was way more aggressive AI, but they aren't. Because even on the beta patch, I made a video and I had to scrap it because I fucked up at the very end, but I spent 150 turns in my starting settlement with my starting army hitting end turn, and I lived for 150 turns, and then I got greedy and I wanted to just beat the game with my starting army at turn 150, and then I lost, which was a whoopsie. But yeah, the AI are little pussies. They need to do something. Exploit fixes. Okay, don't care. AI improvements. Oh, there's still more. AI diplomacy gets an improvement. Okay. Tactical and strategic behavior. My god, that's a lot of AI stuff. Well, hopefully it performs better. Depending on the difficulty level you choose, that sounds like campaign stuff. We worked hard to make the AI feel more intelligent and challenging without relying on boosting stats. From the testing I did in the beta, that is not true. Hang on. All right, you guys might find this funny. Okay. So this is happening live. I had no time to make this video. So we just scrolled through all that AI stuff, right? All right, come with me to left-hand screen. Look at my video for Saturday. Did the AI get worse? Oh my god. Maybe it's different from the beta to live or something, but I did make a whole video about like, dude, I am having the hardest time getting AI to fucking do anything correctly. What the hell? And then most of the patch notes is like, by the way, the AI is way better now. Oops. All right. Races and balance. The strengthening of garrisons. Wow, don't care. Traits. Ogre Kingdoms. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Campaign. Campaign. Wait, what? Warhammer 1 to 2. Okay, that's all campaign stuff. There was not a good division between campaign and then spells, but okay, here we are. Spells. Lore of the Wild. Mantle of Gorok. Mana cost reduction is great, so that's a good change. Swiftwing. Mana cost decreased. I think that spell is so fucking bad that no matter how cheap you make it, literally no one will take it. Swiftwing is just a terrible spell. Even if it was free, the time it takes me to click on it and click on a unit is detriment to my chances of winning. But Mantle of Gorok changes are good. Transmutation of Lead. Wow, that is a huge duration increase. I don't know if we'll see much of that spell, but still, that's good. The Withering cost decrease, fine. Don't see any issue with that. Aqua's Mind Razor cost decrease, fine. Pendulum cost decrease is good. I don't know if that's correct. I thought it was 14 base, not 13 base. But you guys would have to tell me. I've been on the beta for a while, so it's all memory stuff. Melkoth's nerf is honestly good. It's just 1 Winds of Magic, but that spell is actually low-key really busted. Curse of the Midnight. Curse of Midnight. Isn't it Curse of the Midnight Wind? Anyway, mana cost decrease is fine. Wind Blast, mana cost decrease. That is the first time I'm going to say mana cost decrease not fine. Wind Blast is so garbage that it needs like fundamental damage buffs or something. It doesn't need a mana cost decrease. I don't know. Even in campaign, I can't get that fucking thing to do anything. In campaign, you can make anything good. Lore of the Great Maw, Toothcracker, pretty massive duration increase. Don't know if we'll see it, but still. Soul Blight, duration increase. Still not going to see that one. Doom and Darkness, cheaper. Purple Sun of Xerxes, slower Vortex, which makes it a little more consistent on damage, but its damage is already terrible, and the Lore of Death has 2 of the best damage spells in the game, so I still don't think we're going to see Purple Sun. We're just going to see Spirit Leech and Fate of Bina forever. Lore of Life, oh, thank God, some Lore of Life nerfs. Nope, Shield of Thorns buff. End of list. Oh, God. The healing meta is here to stay! Woo! Healing meta. Lore of Dark, Doombolt got a buff. Just a mana cost buff, Blade Wind, less Vortex speeds, it's a little more consistent. I think we're going to see a lot of that if we've already seen 2 Vortexes have it. Constellation of the Dragon. Ooh, okay. You might see this. Might. That's a pretty big mana cost decrease. You might see that. Wall of Wind and Fire, still not going to see it. It's way too fucking slow, even though it got a mana cost decrease. Crystal Sanctuary, I saw some really high-level Kislev players already taking this. You might see a bit of it. Though with Kislev just getting better casters, I don't think we'll see much of Lore of Ice or Tempest at all, but Crystal Sanctuary getting 80% damage, this is actually pretty pog. Jeremy trying to troll me, I refuse. Okay, Beastmen. No changes, which is fine. The multiplayer Beastmen are doing fine. No problems there. Brittonia. Grail Knights changed entity collision size to from large to medium. This stops never-ending charges against infantry. Good change. Grail Guardians, same. Grail Leagues, 100 gold cost increase. Foot Squires, 50 gold cost increase. Battle Pilgrims, 50 gold cost increase across the board. So Brittonia took some nerfs in a row. On beta, they're fine. They went from being S tier to probably like A. Probably A. Maybe B. I could see arguments for B, but Brittonia is like good, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. On the beta, they felt like strong but fun. You know, even fighting against Brittonia felt pretty fun for me. We'll see as the meta shakes out, but I think like this change takes Brittonia to a pretty good spot. You know, where they're not super cancer. Because the Grail Knights, I wanted Grail Knights to be fun, but that infinite charging through infantry thing sucks. Right now, they're still strong. I have a replay coming out tomorrow? 3 days from now? One of those two. That shows Grail Knights versus Beastmen. And they still do really good if you can get them against a large target. They just can't plow through halberds anymore, but I don't know. They're still fun. This has B? I don't know where this has B is. I saw the memes about it, but yeah. Alright. Chaos Dwarves. Campaign shit. Skip. Units. Fixed a bug where the contempt attribute wasn't being applied for Skullcracker Dreadquake, so no more free contempt for you. Wait, no. I thought that thing got removed. That Hellforged. It's not contempt, it's Hellforged. It's no longer free. Okay, nothing else but that matters. So the Iron Demons and Skullcrackers and stuff all got their stats decreased, but in practice, everyone I know that's been on the beta patch, they perform the exact same. Like, they're still fucking insane. They can kill anything, pretty much. They just got a little more expensive. So, I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I would rather have them in this state than the state they were on release, where they were just literally worthless. Because I was playing with Dov. I think he cast that game, like Cathay versus his Chaos Dwarves. And his Iron Demon didn't, like, kill all my army. It was just a really disruptive chariot that was running around being a pain in my ass. But not, like, I don't know. Not everything that's a pain in the ass deserves to be removed from the game. It's, like, an interesting challenge to get over. Especially because Chaos Dwarves kind of got slapped in the face after their OP launch. And, you know, I think if we nerf everything they have that's good, then it's like, well, this faction just sucks now. So, anyway. Iron Demons and Skullcrackers got cost increases and a lot of their stats decreased, but it doesn't matter. They don't seem to rely on their stats to do their crazy shit. They seem to rely on their, like, broken-ass model and insane mass. So, yeah. They still went with the Kislev cost increases? Haven't got there yet. Don't know. Yeah, like the Skullcracker lost 15 melee attack, but I haven't noticed in playing with it. It just still hits really fucking hard. Demons of Chaos, no changes. Honestly, the only change I want for the Demons of Chaos, though, is like an overall rework to Demonic Instability, which wouldn't be under their section, so still hope. Dark Elves. I'm noticing this section is a lot shorter than I would hope for a faction that has been at the top of the fucking meta since Immortal Empires. I don't know, a year ago? Okay, whatever. Bloodrack Shrine. Riders. Dagger throwing melee attacks have been changed to missile attacks. We fixed it, guys. We did it. That's what everyone was complaining about with Dark Elves. Not Soul Stealer. No. No one was complaining about Soul Stealer. Nobody was complaining about a 2,200 gold Dragon Lord that could also have Soul Stealer, but still is a pretty solid fucking Dragon Lord. We did it. Nobody was complaining about Malice Darkblade soul carrying games while being able to transform and heal cap 2 different times. We did it, boys! The Witch Elf Riders now throw their daggers. That was so fucking stupid. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world. Dark Elves aren't insanely broken or anything. It is just funny. It's just like a funny swing and a miss on this one. Domination greater than land battles. But like, even if that's true, I haven't seen or heard of Dark Elves in Domination for a long time. I don't pay attention to the scene that much, but I have like a couple Domination players I keep tabs on and just talk to. And Dark Elves are like hardly around a Dom from what I hear. I don't know. It's just funny. Alright, Dwarves. Did they nerf Thoric and buff every other Dwarf Lord? No, I don't care anymore. Skip. Not really. Flame Cannon's got a buff, and this is actually a pretty nice buff. Range increase plus a cost reduction. Flame Cannons will actually probably be meta. If you see Dwarves, you'll probably see Flame Cannons. Like, it's already a niche good unit, and all of its weakness is getting well, it's confusing to talk about. Its weakness got buffed, so it's less weak. Because this thing was like, it was super short range, so it was hard to get use out of it. But then with a recruitment cost decrease, it's also good. So, yeah. Still not going to fix the Dwarf Lord thing, though, where Thoric is just like literally the best choice. Oh well. Grand Cathay. Campaign. Boujing War Compass. That's all campaign stuff. Okay, so it's not the Wuxing. Oh, it's the Wuxing Compass, not the Wuxing War Compass. Okay. God forbid you name things differently so I don't get confused. Defunct bonus for faction-wide harmony. So this is all campaign stuff. This is all campaign stuff. Unit. Lord Magistrate on foot. 20 more armor. Bunch more HP. Not bad, honestly. Not bad. He probably still won't be taken, but I appreciate buffs for a character no one ever brought. Like, I'll take it. And that's at the end of the Cathay stuff. I don't hate this as much as a lot of people probably expected me to hate it. Harmony in battle needs a rework. It's just a fundamentally unfun mechanic. But in playtesting a lot on this beta, I don't know. Cathay is not as egregious as I thought they would be. They're probably still going to be really strong in the meta overall, for sure. But compared to Kislev and Tzeentch, they're actually, I don't know. I was losing to Kislev all the time as these guys because Kislev got a bunch of stuff to deal with them. So, I don't know. Out of the three factions in the DLC, they were the least egregious, but I guess we'll have to see more data of them versus non-DLC factions. It's probably just going to be annoying. Also, as I was talking to some of my friends, like, when I'm playing with other content creators on a beta, I'm also not going to super degenerate blob or box. Because I just want to... Usually we're playing to make good content so we can release videos, and no one wants to watch that, so it's just kind of like an unspoken agreement not to be a dick about it. Grain skins. Pump wagons no longer include the buffs in the timber building. Oh, never mind. Fuck that. Max entities hit by collision attack from 4 to 5. More entities getting hit by them. That's really weird. Spore throwing melee attacks have been changed to missile attacks. That's the grenades I showed. Okay. It doesn't list it here, but Snotlings are a little less good at just like surrounding and insta-killing big single entities. We didn't see much in land battles, was apparently a problem in Dom. They're still like okay at it, but they went from being great at it to just being okay at it. I don't know. We didn't see much pump wagons in the last patch. I don't expect we'll see too many of them this patch, but we'll see. High Elves. Arcane Phoenix 100 gold cost decrease. Eltharion on foot 1,000 gold cost decrease, and on his horse, wait, sorry, 100, not 1,000, sorry. 100 gold cost decrease on foot and on his horse, not on his flying mount. Again, I'll take the buffs for a lord that needed them. I don't know why his best mount isn't getting any buffs, but okay. Khorne. Increased mass for these guys. That's not bad. Phoenix King sent me a funny video of the Chaos Sorcerer Lord just... wait, no, it was the Chaos Lord of Khorne just getting knocked over instantly by Dark Riders. That was pretty funny. And that's it. I don't know how I feel about this yet. Khorne maybe needed some buffs, but I did notice some high-level players really kicking shit in with them. I do wish that it was more than just like Minotaur strong, so Khorne strong. Khorne needs a second plan besides just Mino spam, but I don't know. They're not in the worst place. They're not in the best place, but they're not in the worst place, so I guess this doesn't piss me off too much. Fine. Kislev campaign. Okay, battles. Okay, units. Ice Guard. 100 gold cost decrease. Not bad. 100 gold cost decrease on the swords too. Not bad. Not bad. Armored Cossars. 50 gold cost increase. I would say bad. I know the domination people have been having more trouble with Cossars apparently, so that's a fine-ish change, I guess, for Dom, but for land battles it kind of sucks. But Kislev's not going to suffer. I already made a whole video about it, but if you buy the DLC, then overall Kislev went from being like D tier to being probably near A, which is a huge improvement and a good quality of life improvement for them, but you do have to pay for it, so. Okay. Lizardmen. That's really it. Aquatic for the Feral Troglodon and Skink Oracle. What does Aquatic do? I thought Aquatic... Correct me if I'm wrong, I thought Aquatic just didn't give you the debuff from being in water. That infantry suffered, but large units didn't? Aren't these already large units? Or does Aquatic do more? What up, Big Friday? I see Norsca. There is Norsca. Alright. So pretty much nothing for Lizardmen. Norsca! Boom. Done. Done. Aquatic is 20% melee attack, melee defense in water. Ooh, that's kind of fun. Okay, I don't hate that. Norsca, no changes. Again, kind of like Khorne. This isn't the worst thing in the world. I know there's a lot of stuff you would want to see, but as far as factions needing attention go, Norsca's actually been pretty solid. They've been solid. They don't need nerfs. They don't really need buffs. Marauders and Marauder Champions have actually been doing a lot of work for people. Skin Wolves and Ice Wolves doing great. Famir, since the last patch, are kind of niche and they do okay. I don't know. Norsca could use a generic Caster Lord as just like a throw it into a patch for fun. But aside from that, they're doing okay right now. There's a lot of factions that need attention. If you ask me, are there things I would like changed about Norsca? The answer is yes. But where I rate those in priority of the whole game, Norsca is near the bottom, where it's like, you guys are doing okay. Not talking about campaign, just talking about multiplayer. Nurgle. Okay. I don't know how I feel about this. Nurgle suffers from an identity crisis more than like units being bad. I would like to see basic Rotflies get a buff again, because the last buff wasn't quite enough. Other than that, they're okay. Another thing to remember about Nurgle and Khorne that I mentally am factoring in but haven't said out loud till now is that Chaos Knights feel really good. So Nurgle and Khorne both got buffs, and that a unit that previously didn't work very well now works amazingly, so it's kind of a shadow buff. So we'll see how Nurgle feels with some armored heavy cav running around. Same with Khorne. Ogre Kingdoms. Ooh, Gorger buffs. Didn't even notice those. 100 gold cost decrease. Not bad. Nobbler Trappers, bonus infantry is gone, and multiplayer cost increase up by 50. That is a really great change. 50 gold increase on a unit you normally take 5 of actually adds up pretty quickly. Bogglers and Mad Marches, just same change as the rest. And Sky Striders, 200 gold cost increase. Damn. Ogres took a bit of a gut punch. Now they have a lot of gut to go around, but it's still a bit of a gut punch. We'll see how they end up. I think they'll feel a lot healthier overall, especially like an unstated change so far is that a lot of Ogre Bulls, they still feel good, but don't feel as strong as they did last patch. So yeah, I'll be very curious where Ogres land up. It's a good change. Good change. Skaven, Storm Vermin, 100 gold cost decrease. Warp Lightning Cannons, 50 gold cost decrease. That's not right. That's incorrect. No, it gets Zap Zap that's 1,200. Okay, yeah, these actually might be cheap as fuck now. I don't know. Maybe you'll see them. Maybe. Calibration distance is another one of those shadow stats I don't understand. Does this mean they're more accurate or less accurate? Big Friday, we're getting into Ogres. Ogres are still going to be good. Ogres on the current live patch are like a little overpowered. I don't think that these buffs will make them garbage. I think they'll just be a little more a little more reasonable. I would definitely still play ogres. I love ogres. I stopped playing them because they were overpowered, and when I'm streaming, people don't want to see me just play overpowered shit over and over again. But I actually love ogres, so I'm excited they got nerfs so I can play them without feeling bad. Slaanesh, no buffs, no nerfs. This is more disappointing than Nurgle or Khorne because in land battles they've been really struggling. But again, I will throw in the caveat of Shadows got a bunch of buffs, the Lore of Shadows overall, and Slaanesh has access to Shadows, and they have access to Chaos Knights, which got fixed. So silver lining, maybe that changes stuff, but I don't know, man. Hellstriders suck, Seekers suck, Heartseekers suck, all the Chariots suck. You'd hope to see some of those things fixed. So yeah, big accuracy buff. Nice, Spellbound. Okay, yeah, big buff for Warp Lightning Cannons then. I love it. Empire. I did test on the beta. War Wagons are still fucking impossible to kill in melee. So, rip. And Steam Tank, huge buff. 200 gold cost decrease. That's actually pretty big. I see the recruitment cost of 2,200 to 1,900, and I thought that was for multiplayer as well. But still, 200 gold cost decrease is actually pretty huge. The unit still kind of sucks, but there's certain matchups where people were already using it very niche, like versus greenskins. I don't know. That's Pog. That's cool. Tomb Kings. A domination nerf for Tomb Kings. Not the worst thing in the world. Again, from a land battle perspective. Like, they were fine-ish. I would even put them on the weaker side, but I know they're very popular. Like, people have been playing the shit out of Tomb Kings. So, I don't know. I think it's fine. They didn't get nerfed or anything. Tzeentch, gonna be a big, big fucking problem. Campaign stuff I don't care about. No changes to any of their units, yeah. Tzeentch is gonna be S+, S++. They're gonna be so good. Units, I heard some things about this. Nurgle's cost decrease. Necrophag's Colossus cost decrease. Zombie Pirate Gunnery Mobs damage increase. The handguns. And Deck Gunners, more entities. These are great changes. Some people have liked Vampire Coast. I have not. I thought they've been really weak, and I like these changes a lot. They're buffing different units, like the Necrophag's Colossus, the Nurgles, the handgun mobs, because they aren't just buffing what they previously nerfed to bring these guys down from where they used to be meta. So I do like that. I also there's a lot of bias because I love deck gunners, I love handgun mobs, and I do like the Colossus. I don't take it much, but I like it. So this is buffing how I like to play Vampire Coast, so of course I'm going to be like, fuck yeah! Vampire counts. No real difference. Where's the chaos? Anything I care about here? Hell Cannon, calibration distance increased, calibration area decreased. That makes me think that it'll be more accurate, which it definitely needed. Hell Cannons are wildly inaccurate right now. Wood Elves, Wild Riders, 50 gold cost decrease. Sister of the Thorn, more entities. They still perform like fucking jank. I forget if I cast that game I was playing with Dav, where the Sisters of the Thorn were 20 speed faster than something, but they couldn't catch it because they were getting caught on their own models. Whoa! Glade Riders. Oh, that's the arrow version. 100 gold decrease for the Glade Riders with bows. I don't hate that change. It is alarming, but I don't hate that change. The Glade Riders with Hagbane Tips got 125 cost decrease. Wow. That's a huge improvement for their light cav skirmish. Damn. War Dancers with Azar Spears, 100 gold cost decrease. I mean, that makes them pretty cheap. I still don't think they're going to be any good, but that makes them cheap. Way Watchers got a missile buff. Okay. A good patch for the Wood Elves. A good patch. They're probably still not going to be top tier, but that might get them out of the gutter. Cool. Okay, don't care about any of that. Don't care about that. Lore of Light got an update that I made a video on, but I was pretty whatever about. They did a good job. I'm not complaining about it, but it's like, it's a very unimpressive lore besides banishment. So it's like, oh, okay, who cares? Beasts too. Beasts also got a visual rework, which again, I'm not complaining. It's a good change, but it's a very unsexy lore. So it's like, oh, Wiston's wild form, I glow slightly. Whoa. A bunch of graphics fixes, which I am going to skip. Audio fixes, which we're going to skip. UI fixes, which I will glance through. Okay. Last thing, then I'll give my overall thoughts on the patch. Hang on there, governor, you might be saying, especially if you're ravishing Cockney. If you're a ravishing Cockney lady or gent. I am ravishing, thank you. We've got the patch notes today. If the patch itself ain't coming out till tomorrow. Well spotted with the tip of the hat. I like a bit of cheekiness. I know, like, CA is really unpopular right now, but, like, I would find this funny if they were in better graces with the community, so I need to just admit that I would find that funny if I wasn't, like, overall annoyed at them recently. This is a great change for content creators! I know most of you don't care about this, but I do! It's been so annoying, and not their fault, but so annoying to do a patch notes stream on the same day that the patch releases, so I want to be playing the game, but I have to stop and read the patch notes. This is awesome! Comes out the day before. Hopefully that continues into the future like they're saying, but I mean, shit could come up or they could renege on that. But yeah, no, it's super good, because then I can do this patch notes stream without having to immediately turn around and, like, set up a second stream. So that's nice. Update 4.1 is already cooking nicely. Good if this was the last update until whenever the next one comes out winter, right? Yeah, if this was the last update for the next, like, 5 months, that would be a little meh. Alright, and then they do a hint to the next one being Nurgle. You skip the MP section. I was glancing through it, Strix. It was all multiplayer campaign. It wasn't, like, our multiplayer. Yeah. So, from what I'm reading of the chat, I have a different opinion than a lot of you about this patch. Reading through it, I'm overall quite positive. I like the direction of a lot of the changes. I don't think they went backwards on anything. And maybe I just have a fucked up standard for what a good patch is. But as I'm going through, it's like they missed some things, or they didn't buff certain things enough, but they didn't go backwards. And by that I mean, like, take Soulstealer for an example. Am I disappointed they didn't nerf it? Yes. But at least they didn't buff it, or, like, anything stupid like that. So I didn't see that anywhere in the patch notes where, like, this thing's already broken! Oh, fuck, they buffed it some more! Which would be bad. So, yeah, people are saying underwhelming. People are saying this patch is dead. I don't know. I liked it overall. I don't think it's, like, the best patch that ever existed, but I think some stuff went in the right direction, which is fine. I did make another petition that an update 4.1 they nerf healing, and that got some upvotes in the content creator Discord, so we'll see how that goes. And I do think a lot of how I feel about this patch is contingent on one follow-up thing. Before you all hate on me, if update 4.1 is like the Chaos Dwarves, and it comes out, I'm going to get the dates slightly wrong, but it wasn't 3.1 like a month after the Chaos Dwarves came out? A month and a half? Right? Something like that. If update 4.1 comes out late September or early October, and it has a bunch of balanced stuff in it, I'll be extremely positive. This is looking like a DLC patch where they put most of their time and energy into the next DLC that's coming out. Well, that's really fucking annoying. Anyway. And that's whatever. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if update 4.1 comes out late October, early November, and it barely does anything, then yeah, I'll be mad. But for now, seeing as this is a DLC patch, we honestly got about as many changes as I expected, or more. So that's that. Also, I feel like I've just been disappointed for long enough in the beta patch that I've already gotten all that out of my system, and I don't exactly feel that negative right now. If that makes sense. Like, I already went on my rants about the price of the DLC. I already went on my rants about the stuff that's still broken in the patch. I already went on my rants about, like, Tzeentch being overpowered and healing being overpowered. I went on all those rants. But that's separate from the patch notes. I think the patch notes are good, and those other things suck, and I think those can be separate. Everyone has said the AI is worse. Yeah. I've also experienced the AI being worse. Bob summed it up actually really nicely. I like that. Yeah. The changes are good, but it's not 6 months worth of changes. It's like something. There's always room for optimism. Yeah, there's a little bit. I don't know. I saw some good changes from a casting perspective, because I do get tired of casting the same like 5 factions and shit over and over again. So while I think Tzeentch is gonna be really fucking overpowered, I'm super curious where Kislev are gonna land in the meta, because their DLC was probably the best. That might sound confusing based on what I've said about Tzeentch being S+. Tzeentch went from A to S+. It's a jump, but I thought Kislev from like D to A was a bigger jump. You know what I mean? So I'm super curious where Kislev is going to land in the meta. Whereas Tzeentch, I'm just like, yeah, they went from being close to top. Also, Hazel is butthurt. Hazel! Come here. Quit it. What? Why are you so upsetty? Yeah, it is what it is. I'll be excited to see what people try out with Tzeentch. Cathay, I think I know what everyone's going to try. I don't think the blobs of Cathay are as strong as people are saying, but it doesn't mean they're any fun to cast, so that'll be dumb. Skaven, I don't know. Well, I'm disappointed that Skaven are probably still going to be pretty bad in this patch. Again, it's not as much Skaven need buffs, it's more that healing and giant monsters need nerfs, and that's Skaven's weakness, so I don't really want them buffed into insane status during the healing meta. It's just like, well, maybe we should just fix the healing meta and then see how they do. Forest? Fair enough, man. Alright, that's all I got for you today. Goodbye, everybody.